Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a book tag. So today in this video I will be answering 11 questions from a booktuber. I will leave her channel down below and all the questions that I go over, and I'm going to be answering these. Hopefully this video isn't super short. I just tried to film it and it was 5 minutes long and then it deleted itself. I don't know what happened, my phone's been acting up lately. So now I'm refilming it. It went by really fast, so I want this to be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, because that's what the last video was. 10 minutes, hopefully. So I want to make this video a lot longer than 5 minutes. I found this video idea from Noelle because I watched her video yesterday. So I am using her video idea as my video idea and using the questions. Does that make sense? I feel like that was wrong the way I said it. I'm using her video she posted as a video that I'm posting because I want to use a book tag, and I don't know what to film, so this is what I'm filming. Question 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? Yes. In my bed, where I'm currently filming, which is my room. My bed is literally right in front of me, like I'm looking at my bed right now. I read in my bed all the time. I don't read anywhere else. I barely read downstairs. I barely read anywhere else in my house but my bed, because that's where I am 24/7. I love my room. I'm a homebody, so I don't go anywhere, so it's not like I could go read anywhere. During quarantine though, I did read outside a lot because it was so nice outside and I never went outside, so I used to read in my backyard, but I always read in my bed. Question 2. Bookmark or random piece of paper? So I have that little box up there. That is all my bookmarks and sticky tabs that I have. But sometimes I do use a random piece of paper or like a random object, or sometimes I'll use a marker. Even when I'm annotating, I'll use the marker that I was annotating with as a bookmark if I forgot to grab one. But I always make sure I have a bookmark in my book before I even start it and before I even sit down, because sometimes I get too comfy and I don't want to get up. Question 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter / a certain amount of pages? It all depends on the book, and it depends if it's a reread. So if it's a book that I'm currently reading and it's brand new, I'll stop after a page. After a chapter. I'll read up to a chapter. So let's say I'm on chapter 2, I'll finish chapter 2 and then stop at chapter 3. But if it's like a reread, I'll stop in the middle of a page or like a middle of a chapter. It doesn't really bother me. Unless the book is like really not interesting, I'll stop in the middle of a chapter. It all depends. Question 4. Do you eat or drink while reading? Yes. I love to drink coffee and tea or water or anything, like lemonade during the summer is great. I love to drink coffee when I read, and tea as well, but mostly coffee because I'm addicted. I'll usually have a cup of coffee in the morning, and I'll usually read before class if I have enough time, if not during class if we have free time. But I always read at night. I don't know why. I never read during the day, and that's because I'm so wrapped up in school, and I usually have to clean my room or do something during the day, but I always read at night. So I usually like to snack while I read as well. I don't like to eat a full meal while I read. And if I do want to eat a full meal while I read, I'll listen to an audiobook. But physically reading wise, I will just eat popcorn or chips or a snack or something. Question 5. Multitasking, music or TV while reading? Music. I can never do the TV. I've tried it a few times and I can't do it. I would be too wrapped up in the show to even focus on what I'm reading, or sometimes I'll jumble what the person's saying in the show into my book and it's not even what's on the page. I listen to classical music a lot of the times. The Bridgerton playlist is where it's at, and I found a Spotify playlist that's Dark Academia. It's all classical music. It's great. I'll leave those in the link below if you guys are interested in listening to them. Question 6. One book at a time or several at once? So before I started BookTube, I used to just read one specific book, and I used to say that I couldn't read another book until I finished that one I was on. But since I started BookTube, you can read multiple books at once. So 2 books is my limit. I can't read any more than 2. I feel like I'd be too confused on what's going on, and I feel like if I was too focused in one of them, I'd drop the other 2. So I'm only leaving at 2. Right now, I'm currently reading 2 books. I'm reading one physically and the other one audibly. So it's kind of easier because sometimes if I'm sick of like looking at a page, I'll just listen to my book and like take a nap or something. Question 7. Reading at home or everywhere? So I usually always read at home. I'm a homebody. I don't go anywhere, so I always read at home. But if I do end up going anywhere, yes, I'll bring a book with me if I know I'm going to be a long time. But I'll also listen to an audiobook if we're like walking around in a store. Question 8. Reading out loud or silently in your head? I can never read out loud, so silently in my head is where it's at. That is the only thing I can do. Reading wise, I can't read out loud. I stutter over my words way too much because I'm so focused on like getting the words right, and like it's like an anxiety attack. That's how like reading in class is for me. I hate reading in class. I never ask to read in class, and even if my teacher tells me to read in class, I just pretend I don't even know what's going on. I hated it. Hated it. Question 9. Do you read ahead or skip pages? No, I do not skip ahead or like read ahead or skip any pages. Even if it's a book that I hate and I'm still like reading it, I won't skip ahead or like read ahead because I feel like I'll miss something that's important, even though I probably wouldn't. But I feel like if I skip ahead, I'm gonna miss something or it just doesn't feel complete in my head. Question 10. We're on the last 2 questions. Breaking the spine or keeping it like new? So a lot of my books on my shelves are used books, but I'm recently buying new books from Amazon, so they're all brand new because I'm obsessed with Amazon right now. So a lot of my books on my top shelves are all brand new, even the ones down here, they're all brand new. But a lot of the times I get my books from the Goodwill or a used bookstore, and honestly, I don't even care if they're used because it's such a good price for a book, and you can get series for like $20. And if you were to buy it brand new, it'd be almost $100. So breaking the spine, I don't break the spine, but sometimes it'll eventually happen while I'm reading my book because you gotta like kind of fold it, and like I don't want to read a book that's like stuck. I'm gonna pull out like Ninth House I just bought. I don't want to read a book that's like stuck. Like, however, like this is fine, but like I kind of want it to be like that, like to read. But I don't break any of my spines. Usually the spines just break on their own. Last question. Do you write in your book? Yes. I annotate my books. I don't annotate all of them unless like I want to or I think it's going to be my favorite book of all time. In like From Blood and Ash, I didn't annotate it, but in A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, one quote stood out to me and I highlighted it and that was it. That's all I annotated in that series. The Fault in Our Stars, which is my favorite book. I know a lot of people don't like the book, but it's one of my favorite books. It's what got me into reading, so it has a special place in my heart. I annotated the hell out of that book. I'm actually gonna grab it. Hold on. This is what the book looks like, annotating. Can you see it? There's a glare. And there's a lot of spots that I actually like annotated, but I ran out of Post-its. So like that's pink. I ran out of pink. And then like same with the After series, like I annotated it a lot. I know a lot of people don't like the After series, but I love it. I don't annotate often because Post-its are kind of expensive. I do, however, plan on ordering Post-its from Amazon that come in like a pack of like 100 for $8 because I'm running out of Post-its. Those are the only ones that I have and they don't have all the colors that I need. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't have a specific schedule for uploading, but I do think I'm gonna make a schedule. I think it's gonna be Friday and Monday. I do live reading sprints every Sunday at 7 p.m. EST, and then I forgot what the other one is. I forgot what the PST time is. Either way, I'll leave it down in the link below so you guys can find out and set the reminder. However, I am going live this Saturday with Camila, and I'll leave her channel down in the link below. I will be joining her and another person. I will find who the person is and leave it also in the link below so you can go subscribe to their channels. And thank you for watching. Bye!